is another job. As I go around the state, I think we need to learn to brag. I'm going to be with Governor Perry later this week. They do it very well in Texas. I think we have more to brag about than any other state. We ought to be bragging about it, whether it's our jobs, our education. We're at a 42-year low in our crime rate. We have wonderful people that live in our state. We're the gateway to Latin America. We have so many things going for us. I want us to learn how to brag about how good we are. That's part of my job. I tell people all the time, we all have a story, and we don't tell our stories enough. I mean, why do we believe in what we believe in? Why do we know that smaller government? Why do we know that giving people individual freedom? Why do we know all the things that you and I believe in? Why do we know them? We've lived them. And it's good for everybody. It's not just good for a small group, it's good for everybody in our state. So thank you again for your focus. I tell people all the time, get out, get involved. If you can contribute to candidates, get to know your candidates, get the votes out, get knowledgeable on the issues, get involved. That's why I tell people all the time. Now, of course, I like them to agree with me, but the most important thing is get involved. So I'll be glad to answer any questions that anybody has.
Well, adding to this great story about jobs, I noticed that the University of Central Florida Institute of Economic Competitiveness annual Florida forecast, that's a mouthful, projects it in let's see, 6.9% unemployment rate next year, 6.5% by 2015, and 6% by 2017. How are you going to get that done, and how are you going to reach past that? What's your thinking on moving forward with jobs?
Well, when I came into office, if you looked at all the forecasts, they basically forecast that by 2018, we wouldn't even be below 10%. I mean, no one believed that we could get to 700,000 jobs. But what's happened is, when you start to think about it, here's how I looked at it. What I want to do is try to raise the standard of living in our state. Now, how do you do that? You can't just trade among ourselves. So what I think about is tourism. We're the #1 place in the world for tourism. So we've increased our funding for tourism. I've done a bunch. As I do these trade delegations around the world, I take Visit Florida with me. I host events there with the travel agents, things like that. So that's one of the reasons. Tourism is up. Also, we weren't investing in our ports, another strategic advantage we have. We have 15 seaports, gateway to Latin America, Panama Canal expanding. So we've invested in our seaports. This year, in and around our ports, we'll invest $278 million. We basically weren't even investing $20 million a year when I became governor. We've invested in our infrastructure. This is the highest transportation budget. And the reason is that the economy's turned, so we have, that's paid for by your gas taxes. It's not the sales taxes or property taxes. When we do that, it allows us to build things more easily. We've gone after manufacturing jobs. We only have about 4.2% of our jobs are manufacturing in the state. That's less than half the national average. We should be above the national average when you think about the shipping cost when so many people are exporting. So we got rid of the sales tax on machinery and equipment this year. My first year, I got rid of I reduced the property taxes by $210 million, and we've cut out the business tax for small businesses. So it's over 70% of our businesses now don't pay a business tax, which means that they can put more money into their business to hire people, do more marketing, do more research, all the things to grow a business. And then I recruit people. I call companies all the time. I send letters to, I don't know if you've seen some of the news, I send letters to the top 100 companies in other states. I just did Missouri this week, so I'm sure that somebody there will complain about us trying to attract businesses from there.
Didn't Massachusetts accuse you of chasing after their, hunting their businesses?
I feel like I should send all their governors thank you notes. Okay. So in Massachusetts, they raised their taxes $500 million this year. The Missouri governor just vetoed a $700 million tax cut. So, as they raise taxes, raise regulation, don't focus on improving their schools, it helps us every day. The governor of Kentucky complained about my letters, and in the month of July, the private sector, generated 34,000 jobs. In Kentucky, I think they lost 8,200 jobs. So what we're doing seems to be working.